Hi Libra, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to another You versus Them. Libra, let's see how you're feeling now, how the person connected to your energy is feeling, and what action we can expect in this connection. And Libra, these are general collective readings, may not resonate with all of you. Please keep that in mind. Take what works for you and um, take what works for you and leave the rest. Oh, why did I stumble for a second? What's happening in this connection? Somebody finding it difficult to talk? Okay, let's see. Yep, no talking. There's no communication between the two of you. Okay, so let's go on. And newcomers, I'm setting down two sets of cards here. One side will be for you, one side will be for your person, and in the center, I'm going to have your dialogue message cards, mutual energies. If this is your reading, Libra, you'll know which side you resonate best with, right? For me, this is going to be person A, this is going to be person B. Bottom of my deck, I have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Somebody is exhausted, tired. I can't do this anymore. I'm not going to wait around anymore. If they can't make up their mind, I'm choosing another direction. Not happily so. I think one person really hoped that, the happiness would happen or the sun would shine in this connection. So it's not that they are happy about choosing another direction, but they feel somewhere that they have to because it was unfair or, things were not equal between the two of you. One person is choosing that I don't want to even start any communication. Maybe they caught that person doing something, I don't know what. The other person is still hoping, though, that things haven't ended completely. Maybe there is some hope and chance that they can come back into person A's life, but they're not sure they'll get a second chance. But they are feeling emotionally very void at the moment and feeling, I don't know how to express myself now. I don't think I'll get a second chance. They sense that the other person is very upset and very angry with them even now. So let's see. I'm going to clarify all these cards for you, Libra, of course. But first, let's start with some dialogue message cards. Let's see if you guys could say something to each other, what that would be, and then I'll clarify these cards. Libra and that person's spirit, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Libra and that person. Libra and that person's spirit, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? All right. Let's take a few more Libra from another deck. Libra and their person's spirit, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? One more. Okay. And a few more from the third deck as well. Libra and their person. Good to go. Let's start the reading, Libra. And if any of you are looking for personal readings, my email is omkaratarot@gmail.com. You can reach me there. It's there in the description box below as well. So the first card here, Libra, says, I didn't have the courage to tell you. See, I told you, somebody finds it's very difficult to express their emotions. I didn't have the courage to tell you. I have unresolved feelings that I need to work through. I want to hold you and never let go. I want to hold you. Different deck, same card. So somebody is yearning for their person, still hoping that the connection isn't over, hoping that there would be a return. But I guess they made their person upset. You're too good for me. I kept the text messages. I'm deeply sorry that I walked away from you. Have you moved on with someone else who treats you better than I did? That thought is so painful. I realize that you did not make me feel bad about myself. I did that. It's like one person saying, yeah, you put me down all the time, but I allowed you to put me down. So it's not really your fault, it's my fault. I didn't have the courage to stand up for myself. I honestly don't think anyone will love you more than I do. Just saying. I can see myself settling down with you, but not right now. So somebody was trying to avoid commitment, it seems. Maybe they had it in their mind that later, but by that time maybe it just became too late. I'm embarrassed over how desperate I became and what I did. Do you still respect me? Waiting on you to forgive me. I promise I can change. All right, so Libra, these were some of your messages. If these were resonating, let's start the reading. But first, an angel blessing card for you. Let's see what my angels want to bless my Libra gang with today. Blessing, guidance, advice, or a message. You found it. I don't know what you found. Maybe your self-respect, Libra. I don't know. But maybe the other person found what they should have focused on all along, and maybe one person found their self-respect and said, you know what, I allowed myself to feel bad, whereas I should have loved myself more and had more self-respect. I don't know. Okay, so let's start the reading. And newcomers, don't get confused, okay? For me, are two soul energies. This is not gender based, and I don't know which side you're on. You could be person A, you could be person B, and the other person, of course, could be a love interest, spouse, an ex, could also be a relative or a business partner, or maybe a sibling or a best friend even. So it's a general reading. Each one of you will immediately know which side you're on and who this person is for you, if this is your reading, of course. So right now I'm going to focus my energy only on one side, which is person A. So person A, let's talk with you. What's the Two of Wands in reverse? No longer waiting? Yeah, person A says, I really tried. It's not that I didn't try, Omkaratarot. I tried and I tried and I tried and I tried, and now I have one wand left and I can't go through the 10 of Wands. So I'm going to now make my own choice. I'm going to make my own decision. I've decided I'm not going to wait around, and I don't want to stay in a connection which is all full of conflict and trouble. I am now moving on to finding peace and happiness in my own life. I'm focused on my work. I'm focused on my future. I'm focused on stabilizing my own life. And yes, I am turning my back to the other person. It's time for me now, I guess, to take a leap of faith into the future. It's time that I took back all that love I was pouring into another, waiting for, a little bit from them. All they gave me was a page worth when I was, giving them my whole cup. I've put a lid on that cup of love. I'm into self-love and saving all my love for myself, or maybe a new soulmate, because the other person, well, they're never going to come forward with anything. And when they do, it's really not up to my standards. So it's not that it's making person A happy, but they feel that they have no choice. It's almost like, yeah, you know what, I really wanted commitment. I wanted long term. I saw happiness with person B, but I got stabbed in the back. Why should I have to carry all the burden of this connection and stay trapped in a connection where waiting for the other person to make a choice, where all they do is nothing? They don't step up. They don't, they don't promise me anything for the future. They are insecure, or they are money-minded or miserly, and when they do talk to me, it's always so rude and mean and, never emotional, and they never put their heart out there. So I'm done with this kind of person, and I'm making my own choices now. If they can't choose me, Omkaratarot, I'm going to choose myself and rebuild myself. I'm not going to be in a connection which the other person doesn't want to build or grow with me. Why do you feel this way, person A? Person A says, because this was a very imbalanced connection and I was just feeling stuck here, and the first steps that I've taken to coming out of this stress and anxiety and sleepless nights has been to, yes, move forward. We are not talking anymore. I'm trying to not think about this connection anymore or stay stuck in, any kind of sleepless nights. I have the clarity now that it was maybe my fault that I gave them too much of importance by keeping my life on hold when I should have focused on myself. Right. Right now, I'm taking back my power. I'm not chasing them anymore. I'm attracting in only good stuff into my life. And if this has to end, then so be it. Yes, I did feel a very strong soulmate bond to them, but right now I've realized that it was unfair. It was, yes, like I just said, it did feel like that, you guys were meant to be and this is a soulmate bond, but then it just became too messy. Like too many people were involved, or there was just too much conflict, things were always unfair, and I realized that maybe this is a soulmate who's came into my life to teach me a lesson in self-worth, and I've got that lesson. I've got my lesson. I'm sitting pretty in my empress's chair, and I'm going to attract in only positive things and people into my life, and no longer going to wait around or chase or you know run after anyone who doesn't invest in me. I'm not going to sit in disappointment anymore. If they got their chance, they could have invested, but they didn't. So I am now moving on. I'm emotionally detaching from person B and moving on towards finding my own happiness. Okay, so and what about this person then, person A? How do you feel about them and how do you feel about this connection now? Seven of Swords in reverse. I think person A feels that they really thought that this could be, a source of happiness and joy, and they really expected that. They probably waited for that. They did everything they could from their end, but all their efforts got backfired. It just backfired, and I think person A is now realized that, you know what, I have to heal myself. I think person A thought long and hard about this and realized that I'm doing this to myself. I have to stop. I have to stop doing what I've been doing till now and focus on self-love. I'm supposed to focus on self-love, especially since I think person B has maybe in past conversations or something they said which was very rash and rude and inconsistent communication or very mean communication, or I think person A took some time out to kind of ponder over their words. They pondered over their words and realized, yes, I'm not going to be spoken like that anymore. I don't want to talk to a person who talks to me like that. I mean, that basically means they don't have the same goals that I do. I see a happily ever after and they don't. So why should I put myself in a position where I'm always feeling down and out and they always get their way, they're triggering me, they're hurting me, they're making me feel not good enough. So you know what? I'm not waiting around for them anymore. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I'm getting onto my chariot. My thinking days are over, Omkaratarot. I'm no longer pondering over any of this. I'm getting onto my chariot. I'm moving on towards a bright and beautiful future for myself. Okay. So what action person A will finally take, I'll open later. Let's go to the other side and see how this is affecting the other person. So person B, let's talk with you now. You have the death card in reverse. In your feelings, emotions, what does that mean? Death card. I think person B seriously is very burdened by the ending that has taken place. They're going through the dark night of the soul. They're very burdened. They are realizing that this tower came down because maybe they were sitting in their ego, in their pride. They were refusing to change. But now, since I think you guys have not been in any communication, they've been watching. They've been spying. They've been I think now they realize that, hey, you know what, I do want to have this partnership with person A. They still do want to have this victory. I think this person does want to rebuild the tower that has been broken because now they feel that person A is their perfect partner. So I think this person is still hoping to maybe get back to person A, Eight of Cups. Yeah, maybe start from scratch. Let's start anew, let's start from scratch, because they've been very depressed. They've been very depressed, they've been very sad, they've been very regretful, they've been ashamed, embarrassed, and feeling I missed out on an opportunity, seeing how things went down. And especially now in the separation time, they have been spying and watching and realized that, oh my God, this was my perfect partner. This is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. This is the person I want to have stability and growth and, a marriage with. I think now it's come to the realization that they messed it up. So why is there depression about it then, person B? Why are you sad about this? Judgment in reverse. So either person B feels I'm not going to get a second chance now. Maybe they were self-indulgent, or they were only thinking about themselves in the past, and now they feel they've been judged. They are dreading the fact that they may not get a second chance, because they've been spying. They've been spying, and they've kind of probably seeing person A as getting stronger and stronger every day, maybe going out with friends and having a good time. They feel that maybe person A has already found another soulmate by now who treats them better than I do. See, I told you, this person has been spying. It's like, why else would they be holding back from me? I'm sure they've got somebody else. Look at them, how happy they look, how happy they're making all their dreams and wishes come true. I'm sure they have new love. I'm sure there is somebody loving and kind and a good partner in their life already. This person is only spying, and I think the more they're seeing person A is stronger, happier, or just in a good mood, it's petrifying person B that I'm sure they have somebody. I'm sure they have somebody. Why else would they look so shiny and bright and happy and well dressed and just happy? It's actually kind of making them feel the lack of love in their life now. So King of Cups in reverse. King of Cups in reverse. I think this person was hoping that they could still come back. I think the person has recognized the connection. They see person A as their soul mate, somebody who was meant for them, and they were hoping that in time, my person will come back. But now they see that maybe person A has maybe chosen somebody else, or is not interested in them, or not wanting to hang around. They're also recognizing that I do want person A, but also the fact of what they've done to mess this up. I think this person could have behaved very immature and broken person A's heart. They are seeing themselves in the mirror as to why. What happened here? Yeah, they know they broke their person's heart. Where did that card drop? They see their own selfish and self-centered behavior. Maybe they took person A's love for granted. They could have been wanting to fool around, or just have passion and nothing else. Maybe this person was busy working on their own money and finance and success and getting attention from others. Maybe there was a lot of ghosting that they did as well. But they always looked over their shoulder to see if the other person was waiting. You're waiting for me, right? You keep waiting for me while I can be footloose and fancy free. Somewhere I think person B was quite sure that person A had unconditional love for them. And they thought that maybe later, I can let them wait. I can always do my stuff and come back to them later. I think this person is finally recognizing what they did which hurt this connection. And the more they are seeing person A now their regrets are there. Okay, so person B, tell me, how do you feel about the connection now, and how do you feel about person A? And I have 333 on the clock, which tells me they really do want things to work out. They really do want things to come back into harmony and balance, but they do know that person A is angry with them, very, very upset and very angry with them. Okay, so Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, they know they need to come back with an apology, but somewhere they are scared that even if they come back with an apology now, they are going to be rejected. It's like, yeah, I know I need to apologize. But if I do apologize, and I still get rejected. That is not making them just afraid, but they're thinking of how disappointing that would be to try and not succeed. Right? So, Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Yep, it's almost like person B says, you know what, I want to go and ask them for a reconciliation. I do want to ask them for a second chance. I do want to make things right with person A, but you know what if they slam the door on me? What if they tell me it's totally over? What if they don't forgive me? And what if they tell me that they've already moved on and they started a brand new beginning elsewhere? What if they totally turn their back on me because of all the stuff that I did? All the lying, cheating behavior. What if they make me, like when we talk, what if they tell me, because you did this and because you did that, and I don't want you anymore. So they're kind of doing all the question answers in their own mind. Somewhere this person is scared that they are going to be rejected and a decision will be made which will not be in their favor. This person is just afraid. They are very afraid that they will not be chosen or they won't get that chance now. Okay, so let's see what actions you will finally take if person B will get over their fear or whether person A is moving on to a new soulmate. Let's see. I'm going to take this deck for the action cards, Libra, and while I shuffle these, may I please request you if you could just tap the like button for me, please. Helps the videos to circulate, keeps me motivated to do more videos for you. And newcomers, repeating viewers, do like, share, subscribe to the channel. We welcome you in. So person A, let's start with you. Action from your end towards person B or otherwise. Six of Swords. Yeah, person A says, I'm leaving anything that troubles me, Omkaratarot, and I'm moving on to harmony, peace, balance in my own life. If they couldn't do it, I'm going to bring justice into my own life. Okay, so clarify this for me, please. Six of Pentacles. Do you want to put them in the boat with you, or are you going off alone? The Empress. Yeah, I'm not chasing anyone. I'm not going to be chasing anyone. I've learnt my lesson. I found myself, my self-worth. I'm attracting in only wonderful things into my life, and I know I have a lot to choose from. I'm not chasing anyone. I've got my boundaries up, and I've been stabbed enough times. I've learned all my lessons. I'm not just going to turn around and chase anyone who brought all this conflict into my life. I'm right now focusing on only attracting the good in my life. Okay, so person A is totally into like that self-love, and I've learned my lessons. I'm only going to think about my future, my stability, and give myself all that love. Okay, so person B, so the onus is on to you. Will you get over this fear, or will you approach person A, or what is it? Tower. Now what's the Tower again, my God? What's this Tower? What's the Tower? Ace of Wands, the Emperor. Oh my God. This is not the Tower I expected. I'll be honest with you. This person out of the blue may just finally find that courage. They are planning. They have been planning. They are planning, and they still feel a very strong attraction to person A. And yes, I have the Tower again. I think this person has just been thinking and overthinking, and one fine day, I think all that stress and anxiety and tension that they've put themselves on is going to burst. It's going to be a burst of conversation they come out with, and it's going to seem sudden. It's going to seem sudden, and when they do come in, they're not coming in small, mind you. They're coming in with full intentions of maybe a proposal or marriage or long term. They want to reunite and they want to put in the work. My God, this is going to be like a death and rebirth time for them. They're going to come and offer their full heart. So they could have been in this a hermit mode for a very long time. They could have been stressing and anxious for a long time. They could have been getting guidance from their angels and spirit guides, and now they're ready to invest. And when they come in, my God, are they coming in with a bang? Ace of Wands, the Emperor. I have the Emperor and the Empress on the table now, because they want to hold this Empress's hand and nobody else's. I know who you are to me, and I want to hold your hand and never let go. I want to hold you now. That's what the two cards said from two different decks, Libra. This is going to be sudden. It's like one fine day, those chains of their anxiety and stress and whatever is going to be too overwhelming for them, and they're going to cut them, and it's going to be a flood of communication, and it's not going to be small. It's not going to be small. It's going to be, I'm going for the full Monty. Okay, so that's what I have for you. Till next time then, love and light, take care. Namaste, Libra.